funny that earlier this was soup? Now all the liquid of that soup dried out, and this is what we're left with, but it's still delicious. So I'm gonna eat this for my dinner, and we're gonna be reading Roller Girl. Good morning. It is currently 8:21 a.m. I woke up for the bathroom at like 5:40, and my brain just could not fall back to sleep easily. So even though I was like sleeping, I was still like very much wide awake, and I was like, I don't know, all last week I kept waking up between 5:20 to 5:40, and I would not be able to fall asleep. And then I found myself taking a nap or going back to sleep between like 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. I don't know what's going on. Not really sure. I've been going to bed at a reasonable time. The week prior is when I started to wake up every single day at 8 a.m. naturally. I found that actually the week prior than that, I was waking up naturally at 8 a.m. between 8 to 8:30. And so the week after that, you know, I'm starting my like 75 hard challenge. I'm like redoing it again because I did it like 2 years ago. And I'm like, okay, I can actively say like I'm going to wake up between 8 to 8:30 every single day, which is true. And then the week after that, which is last week, I kept finding myself waking up at 5 in the morning and not truly being able to fall back asleep. And then like my body would just like open its eyes at like 8 a.m. and I'm like so tired, but like I can't fall back asleep. And so now it's happening again this week. These last couple of weeks it was fine, but I do find like, because today is the first day of work, which is I'm so nervous. I'm kind of nervous but not nervous at the same time. But because today's the first day of work, I can't just fall back asleep. I mean, unless I do it like right now, I can't fall back asleep. I can't take naps. So we're just gonna thug it out. I'm getting my little morning session in currently right now. I think prior to this video coming out, my whole like little series of like my little prep before November starts, which is gonna be like, you know, writing month, where we're gonna be writing every day, and I'm gonna hopefully be documenting all of that as consistently as possible. Like all those videos for like the prep side should have already come out if I'm thinking of the schedule I gave myself here. I'm a little bit nervous. I mean, obviously I just talked about being nervous work, but I'm a little bit nervous in terms of like just writing this. It's not new to me, but there are some new things that I'm doing. So I'm curious on how it will go. But yeah, I'm doing a little morning session. I don't know how long I'm going to write for. It's 8:27 now. I probably will write to 9 o'clock, and then between 9 to 10 I will either do some editing, look at my email right before work starts to see if there's anything I was emailed by my supervisors, and by 10 o'clock is when I should like start getting ready to leave for work. 4. So in my little morning session, I managed to outline 2 chapters. My outline is crazy just for like 1 chapter. I'm writing a lot. Okay, so anyways, it is currently 9:08. I'm going to stop here because I have about an hour until I need to start getting ready to leave for work. So we're gonna stop here. We're gonna do a bunch of like mini stuff that I could get done within the hour, and then I'm going to go like eat, shower, stuff like that. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna put my phone in the charger now, and I'm going to go get some of the work done. Past 9 o'clock. Today I woke up at like 8:30 something, 34 I believe, and I just kind of stayed in bed. My period has just been not great to me in the morning, so sitting and staying in bed in the morning has just been my best bet. I did it yesterday for about an hour. Today I did it for about like 35-40 minutes. 2 days ago when I came home from the first day of work, I was in so much pain. I was so surprised, but it's just like new environment, new thing, just something I have to get used to in regards to my condition, so that's fine. Yesterday I came home and not as much pain, so slowly being developed. Monday when I came home, I got home like 6:31. Literally an hour later, I was putting something in a toaster to eat. By 8:40, I said goodnight to everybody. By 9:22, I was out. I was so tired. Yesterday, I came home about the same time, 6:32. Ate right away this time. Said goodnight to everybody around 9 o'clock. I was in bed by 10:30, 10:20, 10:30 something. So, most likely the same schedule today, but because I've been slowly getting better, yesterday I was able to like edit and write a little bit compared to Monday. So we'll see what's gonna happen today. But today I have to put all of the books that I have accumulated over like the past month-ish and videos where I'm like, oh, this might be a potential read, and it actually is not a potential read. I just leave all the books in the living room, and so I'm making a mess. It's a shared space, so I'm doing it and putting all these stuff back today. Okay, so I thought we'd do a little what's in my bag. So Monday I literally went to work with anything that can fit in my pockets. I wore jorts, so I had regular pockets and then like cargo pants pockets. And then Tuesdays when I bought a bag, because I was like, that was probably the worst idea ever. So anyways, in my bag, my water bottle, of course, my wallet. Just have to check in with my ID. But yesterday I didn't have to do that. They just said that I can just go on in. So I don't know. I'm bringing Sudoku because I found both times during homework help and then during dismissal or even snack time, I'm just kind of like standing around. Sometimes some of the kids ask like questions in regards to their homework and their math homework and stuff like that. But most of the time I'm just kind of like standing around, like I said. So I was like, for those times I can sit and do Sudoku, especially during homework help. Obviously I have my work t-shirt. And then lastly, we got my new headphones that I just bought like 2 or 3 days ago because I went to orientation last weekend and I lost my headphones. I have the case, I don't have the earbud. And I think that's it. Yeah, I have about a good 30 or so minutes before I need to leave. So I'm gonna put my shoes on and put all this stuff in my bag. And then I'm just gonna like wait out the time until I need to go. It's raining. The lighting here is terrible. I have food coloring splatter on my hands, but I finished work. I'm home. We are doing some writing. Continuing what I've been doing for the last couple of days, trekking along. It's a little bit slow. Things are coming together, and questions I've had for like the last couple of days, I'm finally getting answers to. But then more questions come up because I just kind of want this like to be, I really hope this comes off, but I kind of want this to be as perfect, not perfect, but I want it to make sense. I don't want there to be some sort of loose end or plot hole. Obviously, like as I'm writing and stuff like that, like this can all get figured out, but I kind of want to go in knowing these answers and get it as polished as possible while I'm still in this outlining stage, you know. We are currently on chapter 6. Chapter 5 and chapter 3 gave me a massive headache, but I think we're moving along good, so just gonna continue that process. Oh my gosh, yes, wait. Still not literally perfect, but Lord have mercy, I could finally move on. Literally, I was like, oh, you know what, I have to move on. You know, I'm on chapter 6, and I was like 3 and 5 are like beating me the butt, and XYZ, but you know, I'm just gonna move on, and then I literally went back. I literally went back to chapter 3, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I did. Now we have to, now we can actually move on. Thank the fucking Lord. Actually, I'm going back to chapter 3 again. It's a little, but it's coming together. Let me look at chapter 5 because I have to go back to chapter 5 now because they're so closely connected. Good morning, it is Sunday. It's like 9:20 something. Let's do some morning light reading. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I last talked to you guys. I think the last talking clip I have is probably from like Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. But a little debrief from the week. It is currently Sunday right now. The first week of work has gone really well. I don't know if I said this, but my part-time job currently right now is an after-school counselor, and I do 4th and 5th grade. I learned everybody's names really quickly on the first day. Thursday, 2 of them asked me to bring in books, and I keep all like my childhood books. Between my sisters and I, we have like over 300 books, and a good 100 of those are all of our children book slash books we owned when we were a child as well. So I brought some Diary of a Kid, Babysitter Club, graphic novel, Main Street by the same author, Babysitter Club, Dog Man. Yeah, because I was like, okay, let me try to get things that I feel like they would like, plus some Diary of a Kid, and then after Monday I'll gauge if like it's still needed for me to bring them books. I won't bring them books every single day because the bag can get quite heavy with that, but I don't mind. Yeah, we had a really good week, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. When I came home on Friday, I watched the first 3 episodes of Gen V season 2 because that dropped yesterday. I was in so much pain, so I was in bed rest up until like 5 p.m. and then I got up, came to the living room, watched some season 2 of Wolf King. It's such a shame that they're not getting a 3rd season because it's only like a 2-season limited series, but since it's adapted from books, I will be continuing the books. And then last night before I went to bed, I watched The Haunted Hotel, new comedy supernatural animated show, which is really good. And I did some writing. So right now I did some reading. I put the chicken out last night in the fridge. I'm gonna go put it out on the stove so I can continue defrosting. I'm gonna go eat some breakfast, and then I'll probably do some more writing again, and that is the plan for today. Oof, I gotta do my hair today. I unraveled the ends, and so now it's looking a little rough because I was playing with my hair last night. I have my breakfast here. It's a little hot. There we go. We're gonna do some more writing. As you know, I've been outlining for my new book, and I've been doing it this week. Right, I think it's in this video that you've seen me type and stuff like that. I figured out, okay, in the brainstorming outlining video, I was going one direction with the magic system, and then I switched it to be something more militarized. That's how I was outlining my work, but I realized that I was running into problems because I switched the magic system. Things that are originally concept no longer make sense, and that's completely fine. You know, you just reconcept it, re-brainstorm, and play around with new ideas to fit this more militarized thing that I was going for. Just for some of the things, I was able to find workarounds or new versions. So the character in the original version, she had this crystal inhibitor or crystal dampener that would, like, you know, dampen her magic to a lesser extent. And then there was supposed to be this big reveal once that thing becomes broken, then it, like, you know, her actual true powers or the extent of her true powers, the strength of it, will actually get revealed. So because in this militarized version where magic is not how you typically see magic, it no longer made sense. So I had to figure out why before her magic strength, her mana strength was this, and then how can we still have that reveal, because that reveal is a 2-parter reveal, so it's still very important that her true magic strength gets revealed, because then it leads to another reveal, and that other reveal in both versions would work no matter what. So that first reveal needs to work in this new version. I played around with it. You saw in the vlog, I was like super excited. I was like, yes, this is it, yeah. I was typing and stuff like that. And then like yesterday, when I was typing last night, I was like, this really, it makes sense, but it's too convoluted. I would have to over explain and do all these workarounds for something like that, and it feels more work than it should be. So I think I'm going to stick with the original version, meaning that we are going to backtrack and stick to that first version of the magic system that I originally had, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit because that first version of the magic system was completely with crystals. Crystals is where that magic actually came from, and then your mana input into the crystal would allow you to then control the crystal's magic. I want to go back to the version that you have mages. Now I have to think, is the crystal's gonna be the magic source? Think of the crystal as like a magical artifact that actually holds the magic, and then you just like trigger it or activate it to be able to use said magic. Am I gonna go back to that specifically, or are we gonna go to having a typical magic system? That's what I need to figure out. So I'm playing around with that. So I just duplicated my plot grid, and I'm editing my outline in the duplicated version back to that original first version I had during the concepting phase. We're gonna see if that works out. If it doesn't, then I can go back to this more militarized version and still have all my work there that won't be deleted. I think I still like the fact of these magical weapons still having crystals infused into like arrows, guns, staffs, swords, things like that. So I think that we will have two groups. You'll have your mages, and then you'll have the support within said hunter organization. So that's what I'm gonna play around with, eat my breakfast, watch some of my writing vlog videos that I have saved into a playlist. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, this is the current state of what my hair is looking like. 2 days ago, I like braided it and like twisted up the ends into like little bantu knots to kind of like curl it and smooth down like the frizziness, which waste of time. And now I'm like, oh, we're gonna take this out. I've had this in for a while. The hair is still looking pretty good, to be honest. My sister was like, you don't really take this out, but it's been a minute since I've had this in. I need to desperately wash my hair, scalp itchy. So despite this is looking good and wearable, we're going to take it out. Yeah, right. That's what it's looking like. This is the before, and here is the after. This is what we're working with here. Glad to see my hair back after so long. And this is actually what the hair looks like the next day. The next morning, actually. I braided it a little bit with some gel at the end. This is what we're rocking with.